Let's face it, when it comes to organic growth for financial advisors, it's difficult. But how do you change that? How do you really inspire and make growth happen, even through all the challenges and hurdles? Well, today, I'm joined by Dr. Joshua Wilson to discuss just that. Joshua, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you making some time here in Boca Raton.
My pleasure. It's great to be on with you.
Absolutely. So tell me, why do advisors struggle so much with growth, even when they feel like they're doing all the right things?
Yeah, well, advisors really start out doing everything they were told to do. They get their nice website, they get their CFP, sometimes they even pick a niche. But the problem is that's not really how clients make decisions. They don't make decisions on logic. They're making it based on familiarity and intuition and emotion. So advisors aren't really starting with the thing that people want to start with. You know, we start with our logic, and I call it the credential choir.
Okay.
And you're just another voice in the credential choir. You're singing about, I'm a fiduciary and I have holistic planning and it's goals based, and we just kind of all sound the same. But it's very professional. It's easy to do, but it's just terribly same. It doesn't stand out. And the worst thing you can be in marketing is unremarkable.
Yes. Now, I'm going to take a half step back, because you stand at a unique intersection here with neuroscience, behavioral finance, and marketing. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, so, well, neuroscience, first of all, it talks to us about how people make decisions instantly. Okay, so we're always processing information, and more information than ever we're being forced to process. And so neuroscience describes the filters, how we filter this information. Is it even going to get our attention? Just because it's great information doesn't mean I'm going to pay attention to it. And the behavioral finance talks to us about the patterns. How do people make decisions on these things, whether it be based on fear or based on motivational patterns, that sort of thing. So when we put these things together, we're thinking about, okay, with neuroscience, how are people filtering me? And again, the more content we create, content's getting easier and easier to create, which means that there's more and more noise. We're just scaling noise. And as that happens, the brain gets better and better and better at creating filters, which means that as every time you hear somebody say, this is getting easier, or we're gonna make it turnkey, guess what? The human mind will always react to that, and it'll come back with stronger filters to keep its energy burn at a minimum. So what neuroscience tells us to do is, it explains to us, is people are making instant decisions. What I like to say is that the brain decides before the mind knows. What I mean by that is that the brain is your subconscious. It's looking for patterns, it's looking for familiarity, it's looking for tribal identity. And so it's making this gut decision before it ever even processes to decide to make a decision on, before it even processes. So that brain is deciding before the mind even knows what it's going to be, before it's even come into your language.
So with all that in mind, how do advisors get around and through then? How do ultimately they market better, so ultimately they can grow?
Yeah, so this is the trick, is everyone wants to know, what do I say and how do I say it? But that's the thing. So did you ever go to Pizza Hut as a kid?
Oh, absolutely. I was part of their Book It program.
Of course you were.
Nice.
That's how you became successful.
Yes.
Everyone who's a successful person started with Book It.
Yes.
So they had these big red cups.
Yes.
And so you go up as a kid, at least we did where I came from, and you go up and you get Dr. Pepper, then you get Coke, and then you get Mountain, all in the same cup.
You want to mix it all together.
Mix it all together.
Yeah.
Of course, it tastes terrible, but you didn't care, you were 10.
Right.
We called it a suicide.
We did too.
Okay, so you've had a suicide, and it all kind of tastes, it's just this mess of sugar. That's what most advisors do with their marketing. They listen to a lot of best practices. They hear, well, this guy did this, and he sounds this way, he's successful, and then she did this. And so they end up taking a little bit of everyone and putting it together, and what you get is just this comprehensive sameness, where you all kind of sound the same, you all kind of feel the same, because you're just taking a little bit of everything. So the key is to first start by mapping your own emotional resonance. Instead of starting externally, which is, well, what's my demographic? Well, I want retired engineers. Okay, that's demographics.
Right.
Okay, people bond on psychographics. What is it about your personality? What is it about your story? What is it about you that makes you appeal to me? Everyone is magnetic to someone. But when you're spending all of your time in what we call the left brain, the logical brain, and everybody says the same thing, so all you do is you end up hiding your own magnetism. So what has to be done is you have to do inner work and go inside first, what makes me magnetic? What is my personality? What is my story? What types of people do I just get it? Do you just get me?
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you map that out, and then you can map that emotional resonance to the entire client journey. There's so many advisors I'll have a conversation with, and then 37 minutes into the conversation, it's, wow, he's extremely marketable.
Right.
I had no idea. And I can't see that on his website. I can't see that on his videos. I can't see that on anything. We have to take that marketability, find it, discover it, and say, this is our differentiator, not our portfolio, not the fact that we're holistic and we're a fiduciary, but that human level of what makes people connect with you and give you that gut instinct of, Matt is the guy for me, even before I've even looked at his fees or his portfolios.
Amazing. I don't know anybody else that can combine Pizza Hut into all this, but this has been an amazing conversation, Joshua. Thank you so much for joining us today. I've learned so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, Matt.
Appreciate it. Hey, for Edge TV, I'm Matt Ackerman.